Alright, I'm making the cheese stuffed cabbage over again. I'm just starting to cut it out. And this is a remake to make sure that it's working better this time. The ingredients are a cabbage. This one was, I don't know, this is about 2 or 3 pounds. You can see my hand, the size of the cabbage. Gouda cheese, right? Red wax Gouda. And then some beer to pour in it. You wrap it in heavy-duty aluminum foil and you cook it on indirect heat in the grill. In my case, it's going to be a Weber. And you can see where I'm hollowing it out. And last time I put garlic in the center, and I think I'll do it again. And we'll see how it comes out. So that's the ingredients: the cabbage, the beer, the Gouda cheese, and in this case garlic. You don't need to season it with salt or pepper. The salt would really cause the beer to fizz, that's for sure. You cook. And how long do you cook? I'm cooking it with indirect heat. I've got, in a 22-inch grill, I'm putting about 22 charcoal briquettes on either side, and have to renew them every hour. You want to add about 3 or 4 more on each side each hour. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll find out. Last time I think I cooked it for an hour or something like that, maybe a little bit longer, and it really wasn't cooked enough. So today I've got more time. Today's July 3rd, holiday from work, 4th of July, Independence Day tomorrow, and so enjoying it. Okay, this is the grill. It's not lit yet, but I've got these tomato cages. It's concrete reinforcing wire. I put 3 of them up around. They usually are being used for my tomatoes, but I didn't today. The sky's very cloudy. Looks like we're going to get another rainstorm. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of plywood over the top before I start. That way it'll be shielded and I can still cook in the rain. Here's the chimney ready to start the coals. Here's the dividers for the indirect cooking. And I'm ready to fire it up. But I didn't finish stuffing the cabbage, so I'm going to... Actually, I could start it now, and then by the time this is hot, I'll finish the cabbage. We're doing weeding today. The garden is not growing. It's all collapsed. The wood reinforcements have collapsed. My wife is doing some weeding. Say hi, Judy.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. I'll be there in a minute. Here's my garlic, my new garlic. Very weedy, but here's the scape. It comes up with a pigtail. Gives a little curly cue, like this, and then it'll straighten out and stand straight up. I got to do weeding in there. Here's some cactus. Oh, these are the kind of serious pectiniatus. They have bloomed already. This is another cactus. Lots of different cactus here. Here's another one that's blooming. This is a noto cactus. I planted this from seed probably about 20 years ago now. Oh, here's a weed. Look at that. I have a weed growing in this cactus. Piece of crabgrass. Interesting. This is a mammillaria. That's another Echinocereus. This is a... man, I don't even know what this is. Oh, you know what? It looks... Oh, you know what that looks like? That's a Sulca rebutia. Okay. This is a Ferrocactus. Ouch! Ferrocactus. And this is another rebutia. It's really gotten really big. This is a turbinocactus. This is also a turbinocactus. This is a turbinocactus pseudopectiniatus. Couple more rebutias back there, the 2 light green ones. This is a Sulco rebutia that's been damaged by mice. Oh, I've got another pot down here. This guy's blooming. This is a mesem from South Africa. There's another. He's going to be blooming. Maybe it even finished blooming. But here's a pot that I'm making. I want to get a fern. These are Fralias. Fralia asteroides. Actually, that's an old name. Oh, this one croaked. Look at that. You know why? It's been so rainy. I made this sand myself. I crushed a whole bunch of sandstone. Here's some of the bigger pebbles that didn't fully crush, and then it's mixed with core. You can see the damage right here from a mouse. He came up and nibbled it. But that's what happens to them down in it's Uruguay in southern Brazil, where these are native. They grow in rock clefts in the higher elevations. That's what I'm trying to simulate with the sandstone, and it is a reddish sandstone where they do grow. And there's a firma Selaginella that's it's actually called a spike moss. I'm going to try to get some and plant that in here too, and maybe get some more seeds if these things do produce them, and sprinkle them around and let them grow. Alright, so I've got more cactus and other stuff over here. There's a couple more. These are what is this? Peliciforma. No, it isn't. No, take that back. Turbinocarpus pseudopectiniatus. There's an Ubelmanniana pectinifera. This is a disco cactus. It's nice. It's got a nice little cephalum on top, so it blooms still. Here's the carnivorous plants, pitcher plants, Venus flytraps that are blooming. This one hasn't bloomed yet. It's a nice red one. This is the Sarracenia purpurea. They've finished blooming. The blooms are getting old now. This is another Sarracenia. It's a hybrid, but there's the bloom finishing up. These are some coleus that need to be desperately transplanted. Here's a little succulent pot that I bought at the Cactus show in the springtime. It's very light. This is a mixture of peat moss and concrete and some very light, like perlite. These are zinnia seedlings that have to go in today. These are more cactus. These are all winter hardy for this part of New Jersey. A lot of Echinocereus. And here's Echinocereus reichenbachii. This is Echinocereus triglochidiatus inermis. That means it doesn't have spines, or very little spining. Here, this is a Coryphantha hesteri, Hestri. Ouch! This is Echinocereus cocineus. This is Escobaria vivipara, right here. This one's Escobaria viviparia, variety viviparia from Minot, North Dakota. That one. This was the Echinocereus viridiflorus. It's a green flower when it blooms. Some of them did bloom today. I pollinated these flowers. This one's got the seeds are forming inside of there. I cross-pollinated these two. This is putting off offsets. Did I give you the name of this one in the center? That's the Coryphantha hesteri. And these right here are the Echinocereus triglochidiatus inermis. I got them from Miles to Go. You can see the label. Okay. So, these are my cactus. More of the Venus flytraps. Get a further away view. They're neat. They catch insects. Spiders and things crawl up here and they get caught in the traps. My sons feed them intentionally. And nothing here. They've kind of croaked. They were sundews. Didn't really survive. Smaller fly traps over here. It's a moss-covered rock. We have to pour some of this water out. We've had so much rain it keeps filling them up. Okay. Here's the setup. I put an old rotted piece of plywood on the top of the cage, and then I put a big piece of the sandstone that I broke up on top for a weight. So you can see from the top, that's what it looks like. And here it is underneath. So I now have a cover over my grill with enough airspace to do it. So I'm going to light it up. Here's the matches. I have almost none left. Alright, well, save this for later.